Hey guys, Justin here from 420 Consulting with another episode of Follow Up Friday. So we're down here with Jeremy Jacob from the Village Bloomery and the Louder Together movement, or Louder Together
Society.
There's a society, there's a bigger, but the main thing is we're down here chatting with a real pioneer in the industry, and really proud to have supported Louder Together in a couple of events they've had in the last couple of months, especially the one that was on the 2-year anniversary of legalization.
That's right.
And so I'm really, really grateful to be sitting here with you, man. You're a pioneer in the industry, and something that I'm honored to have to get to spend some time with today. And I'd love to have you tell our viewers, a little bit more about Louder Together and kind of where this all came from and where we're going.
Well, thanks for coming down. It's great to be on your program, and you're too kind calling me a pioneer. I mean, you got a long history here, but you're a pioneer.
Thanks, bro.
So, Louder Together Cannabis Advocacy Society, it's important for the cannabis community because a fundamental part of the legalization movement has been social equity. It's always gone hand in hand, and the civil rights movement has so much for BIPOC, has so much to gain from equitable cannabis rules. The diversity in the community and the legal cannabis industry isn't where it should be.
No, it's not.
So the Louder Together Society that's one of our main goals, is to promote diversity in cannabis.
How was that event on, was last week? So you may see this a couple weeks from now, but it was on the 17th of October, 2-year. How was that event? Like, it was a virtual event, right?
The event was great. Yeah, it was a virtual event celebrating the 2nd anniversary of legalization in Canada. We had a whole series of artists there. There were live performances, but virtual.
Cool.
We raised money in support of BIPOC CA, that's the BIPOC Cultural Association. And people of color have been at the forefront of trends in music and art forever.
Yeah.
So this was really about celebrating diversity, creativity, community, and BIPOC.
And what's for our viewers just that might not know what BIPOC is, what is that?
Thank you. BIPOC is Black, Indigenous, and People of Color.
Okay, awesome.
So the purpose of the event was, again, awareness, creativity, and to raise funds. Basically, the other key reason was to promote our petition.
Right.
So we've written a House of Commons petition that's outlining key facts that illustrate the need for what we're doing. And then it's calling for the creation of a new department, the Department for the Equality of Black, Indigenous, and People of Color. And we're asking for it to be funded from cannabis excise taxes, and then a corresponding amount from the $274 million that was allocated for policing on the day of legalization 2 years ago. So,
well, it's one thing that we definitely need is A, more people of color in this industry, and B, easier access to financing for everybody, but also not the least of which is the movement that you're behind. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's studies done about people of color trying to raise money for ventures, and it turns out that there's a noticeable disparity in the ability to get funded.
I don't doubt it. No, I don't doubt it one bit. Yeah. So, what can our viewers do to kind of support the Louder Together movement? What's some ideas that give us some thoughts on how can we help you help this industry and help the stigma behind everything that we've been trying to accomplish here, right?
Well, a key thing would be to follow Louder Together on Instagram, on Twitter, go to our website, look up the petition, sign the petition. We, with 500 signatures, it's going to be read in the House of Commons. Like I said, we have a great sponsor for the petition, MP Matthew Green from Hamilton,
awesome.
Who's been a cannabis warrior for the last 5 years.
Awesome, man. So let's get to that 500. Like we should with all.
To be honest, I think we're there.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Well, the more the better.
Okay. Well, let's get another 500 then. How about that? Right?
Yeah.
If we're louder together, things happen.
Yeah, and one of the things that I really want to mention here is that I really think that Canada is at the forefront of a lot, not just cannabis regulation, but in 2018 we formalized the Department for Women and Gender Equality. Yeah. And that's actually it was an agency under the Department of Culture and Heritage since 1976.
Wow.
So there's been the need was identified, and this was created to fill that need.
Right.
So we currently have a need that's been identified by the highest office in the country.
Yeah.
So I think our petition is timely and appropriate for this day and age,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to see it being successful.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for spending some time with me today, man. Really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for
coming. And that's a wrap for this episode of Fall Up Friday, and we'll see you next week.